Hello Gemini, and welcome to your general reading. If you just found my channel, welcome and thank you for being here.
Let's unpack this and see what's going on for you, Gemini. Anything else? I'm hearing there's a missing ingredient. There's just something. Maybe you know what it is and it's elusive. Maybe you don't know what it is and it's just a gut feeling. Community. Other people? Okay, let's see what we've got. Interesting. Professional assistance, blossoming abundance, journey, and the door to value. Whenever I see journey, it can be a journey of the heart and soul, a metaphor. This can be a physical journey or equate to some distance between you and someone. This could indicate you work with them. It could be a focus on work, a focus on wealth, a focus on building that. Maybe the right ingredient is, well, this could be a successful match. Maybe we both, bring something of like a tangible nature to this connection, but like, where's the love? I don't know. I don't know yet. So let's take a look at the energy of you and your person. I want to look at, Spirit is saying side by side. So Gemini, let's look at your energy first, and then we're going to look at your person. Gemini's energy, clear, accurate energy for Gemini, the Gemini collective, whoever I'm reaching today, please. Gemini's energy in this particular connection. You might feel that, too many, I want to put them back. You might feel you have a lot to offer. There could be, somebody with money in this equation. Looks good on the outside. What I just heard, I just can't say. I'm sorry. I can't. And I don't know where it came from because I don't think the divine talks like that, but their soul is blank, blank. It's a line in Bad Santa. If you know the movie, you know the line. Oh boy, that's a toughie. Okay, your cards are just wanting to tumble. They came out upright. I'm going to take them. Okay, your energy, Gemini, the Page of Cups, the 10 of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Cups, the Hanged Man. I'm just going to put those there. Wow. Bottom of the deck, the 9 of Cups and Temperance with the 6 of Wands. Gemini, I feel like there is a very heartfelt energy coming from you. You might not feel as though you're in a safe space to share that. I feel like you're kind of in waiting or taking your time with a relationship. And maybe it is, I'm going to keep myself. No, Spirit said, don't say it that way. Okay, how do I say that? Okay, you are in some way very methodically and carefully entering into this until you know that it is long-term, is going to bring you happiness, and it's safe to open up. But this energy of the King of Cups is emotional intelligence. This is feeling deeply, but maybe not expressing it. Do you feel like it's safe to do so? Do you feel like this person's worth the investment? I think you're good, you're happy, and you're holding back in some way for some reason. It could be that you're getting attention. It could be that you're a little bit disappointed. You know, I can't make you love me. Is this past people? Are you afraid to be all in? Are you afraid to give someone your heart until you know that they are wanting you for more than, the visual trappings or something like that? Interesting. So I feel like you're deliberately going slowly and taking your time. Now, if you don't know this person yet, then, their energy may not be that significant or that recognizable right now, but this can go into the future. I've had people say, oh my gosh, 3 years later, that resonated. Crazy, but that's energy. You can't pinpoint a time because everything's happening simultaneously, which is nuts. Still, I have a deck with timing cards. And when they're meant to come out, they do. If something's imminent, it will show up. So let's look at this person you're connected to. Okay. The Hierophant, the Eight of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Page of Wands in reverse, the Chariot, bottom of the deck, the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Three of Cups. Other people. Choices. Maybe they're dating. Maybe they love attention. This could be someone who's alluring, sweet, has people around them who thinks they're sweet. What is that? Five of Cups. I don't know if this is a heartbreaker. I mean, that was just the bottom of the deck, and I look at it because there's a reason it shows up at the bottom of the deck, but I don't want to emphasize it necessarily. But it does feel to me like this person either is commitment-minded or has been in a commitment. I'm actually going to get a clarifier right now on this Hierophant. It didn't come out in reverse. At least I sure hope not, because I usually grab it in the orientation that I see. Okay, we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. They could have been married and haven't moved on from that. This could be someone who's returning to a committed relationship, or they are just really having a hard time moving on from it. I want to get one more. I'm kind of feeling it. The Hierophant, the Eight of Cups reverse. The Eight of Wands in reverse. Ace of Cups, Devil, King of Cups. I don't know why I'm getting this, but with this Devil energy and the Ace of Cups, I'm kind of feeling like in order to go there, it is requiring some deep emotion. That may not be a comfortable place for this person. I don't want to get too deep into that part of the story, but you may not know about this. They may not talk about it. Eight of Wands reverse. I'm also getting a vibe with the Chariot, with this journey energy. There could be distance. Maybe they're unwilling to move. Page of Wands, reverse, Chariot. This is my traveler energy if you watch my channel enough. And we do have a distance showing up here. There could also be like they're not serious. I was thinking immaturity, and Spirit was like, no, there's not a serious energy maybe regarding relationship. They may be very work focused. I feel like there is perhaps either the need for honesty or there's something that they have to say that could be like, whoa. So I do want to look, okay, Spirit said we're going to look at this deck. And we are going to find out from the heart what they want to say. Okay, I'm hearing just do it. Go for it. Okay. Ace of Swords. I'm trying to get in touch with my emotions. Okay, so it feels like there's an uncomfortable aspect to tapping into their heart space. You know, maybe that very first image we saw of the heart in the cage is your person, maybe very focused on, you know, their money. There could be some history for some of you. I want to restore your faith in me. Now, if they want to return to someone they are married to, it could be that they want to get back together with someone they were in a committed relationship with. Please, I just, you know, because if it's a truth that you don't know, maybe you don't know that their heart still belongs to someone else. And they haven't said it to you. They haven't shared that with you. That won't be for everybody. So don't get upset about that. But it could be that somebody out there is learning that someone they're really trying to, I don't know, conquer, win over. Their heart isn't even in it. And that's hard to say. It's hard to hear, I'm sure. What else do they want to say? They feel you pulling away. You seem distant, not yourself. I feel you pulling away from me. I feel so much passion for you. Well, we see that. There's definitely passion. What is going on in your connection that will indicate its potential? Let's look at this deck. What is going on in your connection that will indicate its potential? Coldness. They feel you pulling away. Wow. They wish they can pull you back and convince you they're worth keeping. Building an empire. They see how their focus on material things hasn't made them happy and only holding them back from love. Mixed signals. That cloudy space between hot and cold is their way of telling you they're not totally sure if they're into you or not. I gotta tell you, I'm hearing that song again, I Can't Make You Love Me. There's a particular line Spirit is wanting me to recite, and forgive me, it's been a long time. The love you don't feel when you're holding me. Oh, that's a toughie. You don't want to be a conquest for this person. You know, you don't want to be like a trophy. You don't want it to be without depth. So, you know, if you've pulled away, maybe your intuition was telling you, let me pause and think about this. Have you expressed something to them? Have you shared with them that you feel, you know, this is lacking depth? Or, you know, I've given myself to this. I'm being smart about this, but I see long term with us. Where are you? Where are you in this? At the bottom of the deck, we have haunted. Their vivid dreams haunt them. They dream of how they broke your heart and you moving on with someone else. But you want them to come back for the right reasons. Maybe in your eyes, they failed you. I want to restore your faith in me. This might be someone who has a little bit of an ego and they don't want to be seen as a dog or a kitty cat. I don't know, you know. Take that as you will. Let's see if there has been history. If there's been history. I feel like there is. Even a little bit of history. What is your person learning about relationships? What has kind of hit them about relationships and how they do relationships? Realistic expectations. I will be honest with myself about the possibilities and hindrances in this situation to prevent disappointment. Oh, yours or theirs? Wow. The measurement of my character is gauged by how I treat those around me. I will lead with kindness and love always. And on the floor, finding peace and forgiveness. I release the burden of resentment and choose to forgive another for what they have done. I replace anger with love. This person might have had a history of disappointing relationships. There may have been history between the two of you. I feel like this is, it's almost like you need to get to know each other like from the inside out. Are you aligned? Is there alignment long term? Can you make it work? What does Spirit want you to know about this relationship? Well, there's trappings elsewhere. This could be a karmic situation, a third party. There could be other people, maybe a few. What else? Fearless love, a courageous leap into the unknown. I'm sort of feeling in the context of what we have here that, this leap of faith that maybe is required here means that other things need to be let go of, other people, other situations. If this is a relationship that they can trust, maybe they need to understand, okay, I can trust this. This person isn't going to break my heart. Why do people have surface relationships? Because they've been hurt. It's protective. It's fun, but they never really have to go to the depths. I feel like that stung for someone. I'm sorry. Anything else? Your relationship with this person. Okay, we have 3 more. Friendly support. Real feelings. You share true romantic feelings worth exploring. So you got to get to the depths of one another. This feels aligned with the Taurus reading. And then we have life partner. Your romance is stable and ready to go the distance. Bottom of the deck, soulmate, rekindle, forever young, signs and clues, divine timing, freedom. Is this breaking away from other people? Do you need to heal codependence? That was a theme in, I think, the extended for Taurus. But let's just say that this has some potential, but it has to be for the right reasons. And there has to be monogamy, exclusivity. If that's what you're after, this may not be there yet. It may not be there yet. Ooh, okay, Gemini. I'm going to pause the reading here. In the extended, we're going to look at how to break through that and taking your relationship forward. Now, it could be full of surprises. I don't know. I mean, we have life partner here. This can also be, I don't want to, burst anyone's bubble, but if someone is married, they won't break that bond. If this is someone who just wants fun outside of their connection, and no judgment, people do it, it is what it is. Some things are arranged and it's not for love, and whatever that is, they may stay in that relationship and you may stay friends. But there's going to be a need for discernment there. What is it? What is the potential? Am I hanging out and waiting for someone who is, for the long term, committed elsewhere?